Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Intuitive Energy Forecast for March 1st, 2022. I'm Arlene Grace, an intuitive energy coach, master numerologist, and channel. So it's March 1st. We've moved into a new energy. And so last month was all about the 8. It was about creating legacy. It was about understanding our power, coming into our power, and coming back into community, reuniting with family, seeing others that we hadn't seen for so long. And there was a movement through that. You could see that there were things in the world that happened that created this momentum and this understanding of power, this understanding of misuse of power, this heightened awareness of polarity, of control and freedom, and this understanding that we needed both in order to understand where did we want to play in this aspect of our lives, right? And how were we in control or trying to take control of others? Where were we manipulating others? Where were we allowing ourselves to be manipulated, right? And now we move into the month of November, the month of March, which is a 9 energy. And when I feel into the 9 is about moving to the next level. But when I feel into the energy of the 9, it's really about simplicity, coming into simplicity, taking all of this chaos and allowing whatever needs to fall away so that we may continue to create space and to see what may have always been there, so that we can begin a new journey, so that we can continue to move forward. Yesterday, the vision that I got was of this little boy, and he had his Lego castle completely dismantled. It was destroyed by his higher self, right? His spirit guide, creator, God, whatever you want to label that as. And this realization that it was destroyed in a sense, but all of the pieces were available for him to pick them up and to create something more, to create something new, to create something more stable, right? And so this energy is really moving forward with us today as we land into March, where we're really looking at, again, the opportunity to see new possibilities as things start to fall away, whether that's in your personal life and experienced out in the world, right? Experienced in your communities, in your social communities. The social constructs are changing. As new awarenesses rise up, we start to see, and as we see, we have more choice, right? And so as we move into this energy, I could already see in the last couple of days, there's this heightened awareness about the body, this heightened awareness about fertility, this heightened awareness about our ability to create, and that may be in creating children. And so you'll begin to see more awareness about the human body as a mechanism, an invitation for women to know their own bodies more deeply. This coming about of, we can say, goddess energy, of understanding the power of the menstrual cycle, the understanding the power of our bodies and the ability to have babies, and to see where it may have been impacted through some of the information that has come forth. And this is not just in the last 2 years. I'm talking about many years through the medical community, right? Not even through the medical community, but in conjunction with. And so in this heightened awareness of our own female genitalia and our own female, beautiful abilities to create life, and of course that in partnership, we'll start to understand more about us. And in this deepening, in this understanding about us and our human body, there will be a rise in power, is what I'm feeling. With this, and in this entire month, because there is this falling away of things, it will have an emotional climate. 9 is all about endings. And so we'll begin with what we can already see is a very emotionally charged time. And so this emotionally charged time is going to really come to allow for us to come into this deeper sense of freedom, this opportunity to come into deeper mastery with self. You're going to see this uprise in mental, our own mental capacities, our own mental emotional health, we'll say. That you will see a rise up. It's interesting. Last night, while I was teaching, there was a big, huge, the doorbell rang and there was this big, huge bang at my door. And as I was listening, I could hear that there was a drunk outside that was incoherent, and he was just yelling and yelling and yelling. And you could see that there's this beginning to bring forth more awareness. I want to say more heightened awareness of mental health and what's happened in the last 2 years, and how that, in conjunction of not seeing each other, being in separation, being in fear chronically, being traumatized chronically, how we will now see the results of that and how that will be heightened in the world. As I feel into today's energy is that of the one, and it's this coming into this new awareness. It's very similar to yesterday's energy, where we had the 9, and this 9 energy allowed for things to fall away. Maybe a new awareness started to come forth. And as you move forward with today, in conjunction with the 9 of spades, it's very fascinating, because as I was tuning into the energy last night, it took me on this little journey of where I was in a past relationship and I was yelling. I deserve to be seen. I deserve to be heard. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be valued. All of these things I deserve. And as I was observing this memory, I was like, oh man, this energy of the 9 of spades is that of I deserve. And I found it fascinating. And so I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole to see, well, what is the etymology of deserve? What does deserve actually mean? Because when I feel that energy, and when we are here and we deserve justice, we deserve to be seen, we deserve to be heard. Many of us have actually used that word. Well, the etymology, the definition of the word is to merit, to be worthy of qualities for actions. But when I dug in deeper, to be in service, right, to do the things that we do, we expect something out of it, right? And DE is actually, the meaning of DE is to take away from that, meaning that you actually don't deserve it. I deserve to be seen, but deserve means you don't. I deserve to be heard. Deserve means no, you don't. I deserve to be valued. The word deserve, no, it isn't. And so there's this interesting understanding that's wanting to just shine forth. And the invitation is to really look at, what do you think you deserve? And how are you acting on behalf of it? Do you actually have expectations for the things that you do? And so there's this invitation today to really look at your life and to see the things that you do. I'm a mom, and so I care for my children, and I make them meals, and I ensure that they feel safe, and I love them, and I do this and I do that. I'm a business owner. And so as a business owner, I mentor and I serve others through allowing for deeper awarenesses of who they are, how they feel, what they want. I allow for that space. And all of these things that I do, is there an expectation underneath that? Do I think that I deserve something from that? And to play with this idea of, okay, if I do all of these things, a multitude of things, because you can list them all. I am a wife. I am a husband. I am a partner. I'm a business partner. I am this. And so you're looking at all of your labels. And then I want you to take a look and really be honest with yourself. I deserve respect from my children. I deserve justice in the world. I deserve all of these things, and really feel into that. To know that that word actually, there's almost like we've been misled. But to realize that there are many words today. When we look out in the world, and in the past 2 years itself, the language of words, the definition of words are actually changing so quickly during this time. They're changing in its meaning, but not changing in its energy. So I want to hear that again. Words currently are changing in meanings, definitions, but they are not changing in energy. Every word has its own vibrational frequency. And so feel that. I'm going to invite you just to feel when you say, I deserve to be heard, or I deserve justice, or I deserve, like, does that feel good in your body? There have been many words that have been changed through humanity. One of the biggest words that has been changed is the word believe. I believe in you. Energetically, and its true definition is I love you. But the definition of believe itself has changed so that we have to go outside of ourselves to know that something is true. We have to go outside into the science. We have to go outside and go and look and check our person's phone. We have to go outside of ourselves in order to see is believe, rather than come in here. But believe means love. And so as we move into this space of coming into simplicity with the 9 of spades, it's this letting go of these beliefs and these ideas and these constructs that we have in our mind, these patterns that we have been running that do not serve us. Does it serve you? To have that expectation of something that you will not receive. That in the I deserve this, can you imagine? I'm going to my partner, I deserve to be seen. It's really this control, it's manipulation, it's self-betrayal, it's abandonment of self. And so this month is going to be full of these awarenesses, these epiphanies, it's this allowing of seeing the things that don't serve you. Imagine you were going on a trip and you're going for some time. What important things and important details would you take with you? What do you love and cherish so much that you want to take it with you? And are you willing to allow for everything else to just fall away? Beautiful. Yeah, I think that's all that I have for today. Any questions, comments, please feel free to share, and I will be happy to respond. Sending you all so much love, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.